Snow White is already causing a stir long before it lights up the silver screen, as social media buzz and carefully curated leaks hint at a lavish production that has some people convinced it's Disney's next surefire hit, and others rolling their eyes at what they perceive as forced positivity. While official reviews remain under an embargo, insiders have dropped tantalizing crumbs of information, describing the film as a visually stunning remix of the original fairy tale with a modern twist that's expected to charm younger viewers. Yet rumors also suggest that Disney is banking heavily on this early excitement to mask deeper concerns. Reportedly, select critics are under pressure to toe the company line, ensuring Snow White's reputation is firmly polished in the run-up to its big debut. Meanwhile, a separate storm brews around leading star Rachel Zegler, whose outspoken opinions have raised eyebrows among the press and within studio circles, sparking speculation that Disney is exercising tighter-than-usual control over interviews. Some even claim there's on-set tension tied to big-name co-star Gal Gadot, all while bloggers and fans comb through whisper networks for any sign of friction or controversies in the making. This swirl of backstage intrigue has done nothing to calm skeptics who point to snapshots of suspiciously empty theater seat maps. Evidence, they argue, that the over-the-top praise might not translate into packed auditoriums on opening night. Whether the initial adulation holds up once the embargo lifts, or whether the naysayers are right about a carefully orchestrated PR campaign, the stage is set for a box office showdown that could make or break the film's fairy tale ambitions. Despite the official review embargo holding them back until later this week, early reactions to Snow White have been overwhelmingly, some might say suspiciously, glowing. Industry whispers suggest that certain critics feel pressured to maintain a rosy outlook, recalling past admissions that they sometimes play softball to stay on Hollywood's good side. While social media praise frames the film as a grand spectacle featuring a mesmerizing Rachel Zegler, observers can't help but wonder if this uniform positivity is more about studio expectations than genuine admiration. It's no secret that many outlets depend on studio access for future exclusives, and as a result, harsh takes can be conveniently smoothed over. With rumors of behind-the-scenes control and a potential box office battle looming, Disney seems determined to steer the narrative. Whether this unwavering optimism will hold once the embargo breaks, or quickly morph into something less flattering, is the question everyone's waiting to have answered. Behind the film's sparkling facade, Rachel Zegler has become a magnet for controversy, and it's getting harder for Disney to brush off. Industry insiders say that executives are keeping a tight rein on press events, fully aware that Zegler's outspoken opinions have caused more than a few headaches. Her knack for stirring up online debates has led to whispers of loose cannon behavior, which some fear could overshadow the movie itself. Adding to the tension, her reported clash in temperament and beliefs with Gal Gadot only heightens the sense that Snow White's promotional tour might be walking on eggshells. Yet, despite the potential drama, there's no denying the magnetic force of Zegler's performance, leaving many to wonder if her on-screen brilliance will be enough to triumph over any off-camera controversies. While Disney hopes the glossy hype around Snow White will be enough to pack theaters, early signs say otherwise. Social media is flooded with snapshots of curiously empty seats, with users claiming to find entire rows unsold at high-profile venues in New York City. Whispers of a meager domestic opening, some placing it around a $50 million weekend, hint at a rocky start for this big-budget gamble. Even the prestige format showings, like IMAX and Dolby, seem to be drawing fewer takers than one might expect for a major Disney release, raising eyebrows among box office analysts. At this point, believers in the film's success are betting on an 11th-hour surge in ticket sales or the international market to tip the scales. Otherwise, the studio could be facing the reality of an opening weekend that hardly lives up to its fairy tale ambitions. With all eyes on Snow White's upcoming release, the real question is whether its carefully choreographed promotion can outrun the swirling controversies. From rumors of industry softball reviews to the hush-hush handling of on-set drama, Disney is gambling heavily on star power and name-brand nostalgia to secure a win. If the early forecasts and snapshots of empty auditoriums hold true, however, the film might need more than a spoonful of positive spin to hit that fairy tale ending. Meanwhile, fans and skeptics alike are weighing in online, eager to see if Snow White can truly deliver a magical escape, or if the negativity swirling around its lead actress and shaky box office predictions will derail it on arrival. One thing's certain, the final verdict will come swiftly once the film opens, and the industry's reaction, along with actual ticket sales, will decide whether Snow White goes down as a blockbuster success or a cautionary tale of hype overshadowed by chaos. With domestic numbers looking shaky, insiders believe Snow White's international appeal could be the real key to salvation. Studios often rely on overseas audiences when US turnout is underwhelming, and Disney's global brand recognition is a powerful draw. But the question remains, will international moviegoers prove more forgiving of the controversy swirling around Rachel Zegler and any perceived changes to the beloved original story? Factors like differing cultural sensibilities, varied release dates, and the allure of a classic fairy tale may boost ticket sales abroad. But even a worldwide push might not be enough if the film's lukewarm domestic buzz becomes a universal talking point. At this stage, Disney appears to be betting heavily on recognition beyond American borders, setting up Snow White as a litmus test for how far a franchise can ride nostalgia when the home front reception wavers. Whether that gamble pays off or dissolves into another footnote in Hollywood's ongoing box office blues remains to be seen once the final numbers roll in. All eyes now turn to opening weekend box office figures, as Snow White finally steps onto the main stage to face both the court of public opinion and the cold, hard reality of ticket sales. Disney has pulled out all the stops, from stealthy social media hype to a heavy reliance on critical goodwill, hoping to turn the tide of skepticism swirling around the project. Will the film's lavish production design and nostalgic allure overpower the chatter of controversy that has plagued it from the start? Or will Rachel Zegler's off-screen flare-ups and lingering rumors of star-on-star tension prove too distracting for audiences to fully embrace this latest live-action fairy tale? As predictions stand, it's anyone's guess whether this story of a girl, 7 dwarfs, and a wicked queen can enchant viewers enough to transcend those snapshots of empty theaters and behind-the-scenes drama. Only time and the opening weekend receipts will reveal if Snow White's legacy is destined for sparkling success or fizzling disappointment. If you like what you've seen, please hit that like button, subscribe, and swing by again for all the latest celebrity news.